Would you travel 5,893 kilometers to pick up gear? That's right, I have to fly like thousands of miles because we got robbed in our sleep by the drunkest slash dumbest thief ever.
Apparently he came up onto the second balcony, the floor below, and then broke into the apartment underneath us, and then made it into the stairwell, climbed up the stairs, and then made it into our apartment, which we did not have locked at that moment.
Yeah, let's rewind.
Okay.
We thought it was like impossible to break into our house because you can't get in downstairs, and from our balconies you wouldn't be able to get up on top of them. It would be very difficult to do that. But we never thought about the middle apartment. It's 3 stories. So obviously somebody was able to get into the middle apartment through their balconies, and then they came up the stairs and our front door was unlocked because we're Canadian.
Like, we don't do that anymore.
So the guy like crept in all like creepy, being so quiet, which he didn't even need to do because we play like an ambient wave track all night long.
It's like it helps us sleep because of all the noise, but I never expected it to be like a tool to be used against us.
Mexico is noisy, and I wake up like, we're both from the country, so we both wake up with the noise. So this guy comes creeping in and finds my purse on the table and goes through it. And he stole some jewelry out of there that wasn't really worth a heck of a lot of money.
Yeah.
So then he makes his way over to the desk where Douglas's supremely kitted out iMac is sitting. Like, he kitted out everything on it so that it's essentially like an iMac Pro pretty much. And he grabs my 5-year-old MacBook Air off the desk.
Yeah.
So he passes by the 2020 iMac Pro pretty much to sneak over, and while we're sleeping, he goes to Douglas's bedside and takes his crappy ass Xiaomi phone that he's battered up so badly that doesn't even, the battery has like an hour life on it.
It's really not a nice phone. The part though that really scared me was that he was literally like right beside my head when I was sleeping. Like, that's the part that kept on going through my head when we found out what happened.
Well, what was also beside the crappy Xiaomi that was worth nothing was Douglas's brand new iMac Pro. Or iPad Pro. So he did get Douglas's iPad Pro, which was unfortunate.
Yeah.
But he left my completely usable Xiaomi phone with a 20K camera, shoots in 4K.
Not 20 megapixel
camera. 20 megapixel
camera. 20K camera. It was like, holy shit.
But anyway, so he leaves my Xiaomi phone, which was actually like usable.
Yeah.
Not only that, but in passing the coffee table, he left my iPad Pro, 2 fucking credit cards, AirPods Pro, and an Apple Pencil.
Yeah.
2 of which, the AirPods Pro and the Apple Pencil, can't be locked. They could actually be sold for something. And the AirPods Pro are worth like $400 in Canada. Yeah. So...
I don't know how he didn't see it. It was like right on this table. Like, I don't know how he did it.
I don't know.
He, instead of like going for that, he went to next to me beside the bed to go grab my stuff. So luckily he did that.
Yeah, but
but like, what
and
the heck?
I'm okay with sharing this with you now because I won't do this in the future. So like, good luck targeting me. But there was thousands of dollars of cash in my underwear drawer that I didn't get. How much more basic can you get? There was like so much stuff this guy could have taken, but he took my MacBook Air that I actually wanted to replace, that he can't use for anything other than parts.
Yeah.
Dougie's crappy Xiaomi phone that doesn't turn on anymore, barely.
Yeah.
Your iPad Pro, which was a loss.
It's a loss, but it's like at the same time, I'm like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can't like get into it and it's locked. I locked it from like the computer, so like you can't get into it. It's worthless at that point. You can't steal an iPad Pro unless you know the credentials to get into it, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't wake us up. Like, that's one thing I'm for sure glad of. I don't know what it would be like if I would have found someone in this house.
Yeah. Well, he had gone out and jumped off the balcony by the time I woke up.
Yeah.
When I heard him jumping off a roof onto, well, I assume it's jumping off a roof onto one of the tin roofs next door.
Like, yeah, she
So
woke
there's
up.
a huge slam.
Yeah, she woke up to a loud bang, and the big sliding door is open. And then she's like, frantically been like, Dougie, wake up. She's like, I think we've been robbed.
We didn't even know. No, did I say that? No, I was like, the door is open. I didn't think we got robbed because
Right.
like I'm looking around and like to my eyes, all of our stuff is still here.
Right.
Like the big computer, we've got, you know, bikes that are worth $2,000.
Stuff's on the table.
There's like our credit cards are there, you know.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't until I realized that the front door was also ajar,
And
then I noticed, I'm like, where's my laptop?
yeah.
And then I was like, where's your iPad?
Mhm.
But it was so surreal because like you'd expect to wake up and know that you've been robbed, right? But we're secure now. So the only thing left now is to grab our new gear. Well, that's what I'm about to do. And all I want to know is, can you guess where I'm going? You probably just want to know what I'm getting. Hey, Laura-Lee. How did this get in here? The last place we went was Peru, not Canada. You guys have names for your coins? This is a loonie, it's for the dollar. And we also have toonies. You guys how much they're worth. You know what it's called a loonie? Because there's a 9. To the airport to grab our new gear. Just a FYI, so in no way am I like just like okay with flying around the world because I feel like it. That's definitely not what I'm doing. I actually can't get the gear that I need here from a shop. The mail system is notoriously like bogus. We have had 2 parcels sent here, none of them came. Okay, one of them was like $175. The other one we got a refund for, thank goodness. The $200 one is like just gone. So the mail system is like terrible, and on top of all of that, it is 30% more expensive here. So yeah, run away. 6,000 kilometers, and I'm gonna do it as safe as I possibly can. So can you guess where I'm going yet? If you were, okay, like if you were gonna go to the States to pick up gear from Cancun, where would you go? Shit, I just told you I was going to the States. Oh, you need a coffee. Baby, you want a coffee?
Yeah.
It's my favorite place to get coffee.
On the way, 'cause it's So cute. What the heck?
It's handicapped with her. Here we go. Alright.
Like baby.
We're in Mexico.
This is the second night in 3 years that we've been together that we are apart. The second. Okay, the first night. How was the first night?
That's shitty.
Yeah, it was really shitty.
I just miss you.
I'm more nervous about like being alone then, which is messed up because I've always been a loner. I have always been a lone wolf, traveling around all by myself. Don't need nobody. When I was like 4 years old, I packed up a bunch of stuff into a kerchief and like tied it in a knot on the end of a broomstick because my mom was trying to make me clean my room, and I was like, I'm leaving. Like, I'm out of here. See you later. And I went like a hobo out to the backyard into a mountain range because I lived in the Northwest Territories, so it was like legit, like wild. Anyways, I came back when I was hungry, but it's pretty interesting to be so attached to this one when I've like never been attached to anybody in my life. That's not true, but kind of it is.
No take no problem, okay?
Okay.
Let's bring you near me 60 kilos.
Okay. Thank you, gracias. Okay.
Toma despacio.
Okay.
Gracias.
Thank you so much.
Well, that was the first for me, but we just had the classic tale of Mexican police pulling us over saying that Dougie was doing something he wasn't, and asking for 5,000 pesos, which is, what is that, $300? Something like that. Anyways, yeah. They're like, we can take you to the station. They're like, it's okay though, we'll give you 3,000 if you pay now. If you go to the station, it'll be 5,000. And I was like, Dougie's like pulling out money. I'm like, no, we'll go to the station. We have to fly. And they're like, I was like, we don't have any cash. And they're like, how much? Like, Dougie's like pulling out money. I'm like, stop it. Like, no cash. No, you weren't doing anything. You were driving with all the other
like
cars.
Everybody else was driving.
You're just a white person in a rental car.
It's even hard to go 60 in this zone. Everybody's passing me. Like literally, like everyone's driving about 90 in here.
Yeah, you know what? It's like, I don't even think speeding is a thing here. And clearly it isn't because they didn't even give us a ticket. So it's not actually, they just wanted like a little bonus for the day. Like, oh, there's my daily bonus. Let's go harass some foreigners. But I get it. I mean, $300 to us is, you know, you can spend that on like a night out, you know? 5,000 pesos to them is a hell of a lot more than a night out. That's rent for a month.
Ready? Here you go. Have a safe trip, okay? Be very, very careful. Don't get the COVID. See?
I don't care if I get the COVID, I just don't want to spread COVID.
See you, baby.